The truth is, you're not a fashion girl if you don't love fall. It's your girl Carrie Chanel, fashion, beauty, self-care, self-worth, self-love, all the things that make you look beautiful from the inside first and foremost to the outside. So let's get into, sorry, we have a friend, this is Brown, you know, she wants to show up for fall. She wants all you guys wearing brown. Let's get into what are the top 10 fashion trends for fall winter 2025. Okay, we're gonna try to keep it short and sweet. If we don't, the video is never gonna come out. So let's get into it. I got a top 10 at the end. Stay to the end because you're gonna get your patterns and your colors for the season too. I made that a completely separate situation because I feel like it's easier that way. So I got the list here, so let's get into it. We're gonna start off with something I'm seeing like everywhere, which I have literally nothing of. I want to do a styling video, so I'm gonna have to go shopping and get some of this, and it is what I'm calling lacy lace. Okay, you gotta be laced up. A lot of, really, it's like lace trim, you know, lace trim on skirts. We're seeing a lot of that. I was literally just at Zara today, saw this asymmetrical lace trim skirt. It was so gorgeous. I feel like that's perfect. It's fall, you know, we like the satiny, bringing it from summer to fall, but with the lace on it, it really gives like this romantic vibe, a very romantic feel to it. I really like this trend because I feel like it's easy. A lot of people already have something. I have a couple, you know what, now I think about it, I have a couple lace things, but I don't have the like satin and lace mixture type of thing, which is what we're seeing mostly, like those like satin dresses that we see a lot, but with a lace trim on there. So we're seeing that more so than just lace. Obviously, wear your lace, wear whatever you got. I feel like just an honorable mention in this category is still sheer. Sheer is still gonna be very much so in, very much so mentioned, but not as much as lace. So if you have either one, I feel like you will be on trend. Don't ever feel like you have to go out and buy anything. I really would like one of those skirts though, or actually a dress. I feel like a dress will fit into my wardrobe perfect, so I'm gonna actually probably take a little bit, but don't go over the top, or even like those camis with the little lace around the top and a little bit around the bottom. So cute, all the rage. Let's get into the next one. The next trend I'm seeing a lot of, I want to call the preppy kids, the prep kid trend. Okay, all the kids going back to school. Fall is the time where people are thinking about going back to school. You're seeing a lot more polos on the racks because, you know, they don't know if you're gonna be needing them for the office, you're gonna need them for your kids. Just there, it's a lot more out there, and I feel like that's what people are like, the vibe people are getting. You know, a lot of those like crew neck sweaters with a little pop of a what am I saying, a button up coming out of it, you know, like that type of vibe, you know, even with like just some jeans or even some trousers, even like a mini skirt with some stockings, you know, really that preppy vibe. You know, people are starting to throw more layers at this time, and preppy vibes go so well with layers. So it's just like that time where you're like, okay, let me put on a little bit more. That's why I feel like fall is the fashion girl season. Like, I'm like, I don't know how many, there's too many of those fashion girls that like, I love summer, where you can barely like really just throw on everything and give you a full look, you know. So that is definitely one. Layering up your button ups, a lot of like vests and things like that. I've seen a lot of sweater vests at the stores, so definitely partake. I feel like it's super easy. Everybody has a button up, everybody has jeans, everybody has a crew neck sweater. Throw it on together and you're doing the preppy girl trend. So let's get into the next one. Another thing I'm seeing a lot in stores, and this is more of a bag trend, and it is like slouchy bags. Something about like the slouchy look. Like I was at Neiman's today, I was like, everybody got a slouchy bag. That is very interesting. I feel like it was already kind of starting a little bit last fall, but you're seeing it a lot more this fall. You're seeing a lot of slouch, like from the top to the bottom. So it's gonna be easy for you to find these type of bags. And it's like more like carefree, you know. I think it kind of go with a couple of other trends, but I feel like it's just very like, you know, lazy, like supple, like cozy, kind of like a blanket. You just, you know, fall into it. It just melts a little bit, you know, like that type of vibe with bags. So I'm really feeling the whole slouchy bag type of vibe right now. I don't have a slouchy bag. Do I have a slouchy bag? I mean, I have a Speedy, you know, like if you don't stuff your Speedy, it kind of slouches. But they even have like is it called the soft? I forgot what it's called, but they even have like softer Speedies that really do like slouch like the way you really want it to. So even if you have like the old school one, it'll do the trick. It's just like a little carefree about it. That's what I really like about that bag trend. Okay, so let's get into the next one. The next trend is kind of in its own way opposite of that trend, and that is snatched. That's why I call it snatched. You know, it's about snatch waist, very cinched in waist. Is more focused on suiting. Like if you're going to be wearing suiting, they're having a lot of more structured suiting where it's giving you a shape. Even like just the vest, the suiting vest that a lot of girls like to wear, they're really like giving them, they're a little bit more long line. So and then they're also like cinching in the waist. I'm really feeling that type of vibe because I'm like, I really like oversized, yes, and it's great, but it's like when you give you that body, you know, and also gives you like, it kind of gives more of a power suit too. If you have like more of an oversized top, then you maybe even do like a very cinched in waist, maybe with a belt. Honorable mention also is very statement tee belts. Some people, like you seen that picture with like all the girl with the belts and they're all stacked on each other, like, so she's wearing like 5 belts and it's really cinching in the blazer, like that type of vibe. And I really like that. But anywhere you can like maybe throw on a belt, maybe have like or have something where you're cinching your waist in a little bit more, I feel like looking snatched is definitely giving at this time. And it don't mean you gotta lose weight or anything like that. You can be whatever size, throw on a belt, really give your body an hourglass, a nice shape to it. And it could be completely manufactured just by playing with proportions, you know, which is also something that we're seeing a little bit more at this time, especially when in the winter time you're wearing a little more coats and things. Play with proportions, play with your waist size, and give us a look. Okay, let's get into the next one. The next one I want to get into is pencil skirts. Well, I want to say midi skirts. I mentioned skirts when I was talking about the lacy lace. Most of those lace trim skirts are really coming in midi length skirts. You know, that sad midi skirt with the lace trim. I feel like that's what you're seeing a lot of. I think a lot of midi skirts are coming in. I feel like it was like a time, okay, where we're like, I ain't wearing no midi skirt. It's either gonna be tiny or it's gonna be long. Okay, we're not gonna do like in between. But I think in between is coming back as of now. So I think we're starting to see that now, and it's going to be more prevalent in the next couple years. So definitely get in now, find some pieces that you really like, that you think you can wear for the next couple years at least, because I think midi skirts are coming in now, but they're going to be here to stay. I think people are getting a little bit, I don't think we're all the way there yet, a little bit tired of the maxi skirt, and people are a little bit tired of the mini skirt. Like me personally, I had multiple mini skirts. wore multiple of them this year, this summer. Cheeks just in the air, just cheeks is out. And I'm just like, I'm not really trying to, and I wasn't trying to, but you know, that's what kind of happens when you wear super mini skirts. So I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing this no more. Like any skirt I found out was too mini, gots to go. So I think midi skirts are making this comeback. I think people are actually getting tired of mini skirts more than even the maxi. Maxi, you gonna still be wearing your maxi, but the mini, she's on her way out for sure. The next trend has been trending for over a year now. If you got in early, good for you. If you didn't, you're gonna be seeing more options out there this go around, and that is the boho trend. I did not partake in the boho trend, and I was kind of sad. It's just like I wasn't able to really find anything that was like fitting into that trend for me personally. But I'm like, okay, I'm trying also not to buy too much. You know, we in a recession in America, in case y'all didn't know. Pay attention, wake up. Okay, so people are not buying as much. I'm definitely not trying to buy as much, and plus my closet is kind of maxed out right now. So, but it's like certain things I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can get like a boho type of flowy type of top, or a boho type of dress, you know, because I think I have boots that'll go with it, you know, and to like grunge it up, or like even make it a little maybe sporty, or I don't know, like, you know, mix and match. So but it's like that boho, that romance, that Chloe type of vibe is still in, it's still going strong, it's still like giving, and I'm definitely want to partake in this go around this fall, and the boho trend in romance also. It's like really those flowy fabrics, lace and sheer, but it's also like more flowy and carefree. Also like certain like patterns, you know, those boho patterns, I just show pictures, but you know, like certain patterns like paisley, but we can get into that later. You know, that type of vibe, you know, that we're gonna be seeing for fall 2025. The next trend we're gonna go into is drapey drape. Okay, we went to lacy lace, now we went to drapey drape. I couldn't think of a different name. I just put drapey, but I'm like drapey drape. Okay, really draping has been going on. Okay, we love a good draping, especially on dresses. You know, you like a good drape on a dress, skirts, but it's really, you're seeing it more on coats, you know, or even like, you know, that totem coat that was trendy for like what, 4 years now almost, you know, with extra, a scarf, extra, you know, something on it to make it like very like luscious, decadent, like it has like a rich vibe to it, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a coat on and then you got a huge scarf wrapped around, you know, when big scarves are in, which they still are in, honorable mention to like the big scarves. And it's that type of vibe. You have on this nice coat with like a huge scarf wrapped around, like that type of draping, like carefree but also very put together and classy, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you see the pictures, okay? That type of vibe is all the rage right now. I'm loving that, especially once coats, it's time to start throwing our coats on, like jackets, thicker jackets, your trench, you throw on a big nice scarf with it. It doesn't even have to be like a chunky scarf, it just even it could be thin but just like tossed on. That's what I'm talking about. You heard it here first, probably not, but yes. Then we have sporty pieces. Okay, I feel like that is something that we already started seeing last year, but like adding like a sporty piece to your look, like just throw on a random, you know, Adidas jacket, or you have on like a button up but you have on like stirrups or something, like something a little bit more sporty to like make it like, you know, like mix like the vibe. Okay, you know, you don't want, you can do like a complete sporty look head to toe. That's gonna be in, you're gonna be giving it, but it's not necessarily like leggings in a bra top, you know what I'm saying? It's not really that. It's more so like lax sporty Adidas, trainers, you know, with a nice dress, you know, like something like to give that mixture of preppy, fun, sporty, but also, you know, like kind of like a gym classy kind of look also, like, you know, just adding little sports moments. And it doesn't just have to be like Adidas, obviously, but it could be like you know, adding a random boxer shoe if you're wearing a dress, like, or adding a random some, you wearing track pants but then you still have on a blazer, you know, like just having like that type of vibe, that type of mixture to your wardrobe where you're like, okay, what is she doing today? Is she running errands, or is she going to the gym, or did she just come back from the gym and she going to errands, or she just did a meeting at the top but then she might do a quick jog at the bottom. I don't know if this makes sense, but I hope it does. I'm saying don't be afraid to add in a little sporty mix to whatever vibe you got going on, okay? Because I feel like it's not fully sporty. You can do fully sporty, but it's just like a little hint of sporty, like a little season of sporty, you know, a little dash of sporty, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The next trend is all animal, okay? All animal. Like I got on what? I got on snake today, you know, this girl like, I like your shirt, you know, all animal, okay? Last year, you know, the last 2 years really, we've been seeing a lot of leopard. Keep wearing your leopard, bring her back out. You're gonna still be that girl, but you're adding in snake. I remember, like, was it 2017, like people wore snake out, people was kind of tired of snake, but in the last couple years snake has been making her comeback, and I like snake. So you got snake, you got leopard, zebra is gonna be that girl. If you got zebra anything, you're gonna be that girl. Zebra coats, zebra jackets, zebra pants, zebra shirt, whatever. Zebra is gonna be that girl, okay? Like, if we gonna pick an animal of choice, we gonna pick zebra, but you can pick whatever animal you want and whatever animal you got, okay? I got two snake shirts. I got the sleeveless and I got the long sleeve. I was going with a long sleeve, but then I was like, I don't know, that might be too hot. So yes, I don't have nothing zebra. That is something else I am willing to go ahead and purchase. Zebra. This also is gonna go into my textures, okay? I'm gonna give you a list of textures. I feel like it's all texture. That's really the trend. It's like texture. Give me some texture. Literally, that's what I wrote down. Give me some texture. Like, give me something to touch, something to feel, or even like you can see textures with your eyes. So obviously the main one that's been trending since last year is suede. Oh my god, I went to Zara. They have like actual suede and like the fake suede. I wore a fake suede jacket today, like, but I'm like, the actual suede I really want some because I like the heft to it, the little extra weight that I got on it. But that suede vibe, it looks so pretty. I'm also buying a suede bag I'm gonna be getting next month. I'm excited, okay? So suede is fur, still in. I got a dark brown fur coat for my birthday last year, and I'm finna just wear her out. She's gonna be sick of me. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Everybody gonna be sick of me because I'm gonna wear her out. But I even got this other like white, like off-white coat with fur just around the top, the collar and the wrist. So cute, you know, just fur. Fringe, okay, we need fringe. Like, just give me some texture, some movement, some, like, this is what fall is all about. Oh my god, yes. Some fur, some fringe, some movement. Another one that we're seeing a lot of is like mohair or cowhide, you know, like that that fur, or that's like flat, you know what I'm talking about. It's mohair, cowhide type of pony hair, you know, that type of like texture where it's like not over the top, it's just a little bit and you can see it. It's probably easier to clean if you're thinking about that, is that type of thing as well. I really like that. Do I have any? I feel like I don't have anything in that, and I'm willing to get something in that as well. But a lot of those are trending in shoes specifically, but obviously whatever you want. Like I remember those Brandon Blackwood like trunk bags, they had the pony hair, you know, like that type of vibe, you know, all the rage. Give me some texture. Don't go out without giving me some texture, okay? Even if it's like earrings, a little feather or something. Feather is not really one of them, but hey, throw feather in there too, okay? Last but not least, we're gonna go into the patterns and colors. We really mentioned all the patterns mostly when we talked about like the animal print, because they're all patterns also. But the other two patterns that's worth mentioning is polka dot. Polka dot was trending, started trending like last winter, I think. Polka dot is in. I just got something polka dot. I'm excited. I wore it. I was giving. I'm already knowing. I wouldn't mind getting something else polka dot, but you know, the one thing I have is already working for me, so I'm happy with that. And then the other one is checkered, which I'm just kind of very excited. Like that Christmas checker. Not just the black and white, but you know, the one that has the different colors in it. Is that tartan? I don't know. That honorable mention, okay? Checker is in. I got this really nice checkered layered skirt. Can't wait to wear that out. I don't want to, but I'm like, what shirt do I do? I'm thinking, let's add a hint of sporty. The wheels are turning here, okay? But yes. Polka dot, tartan, checker, them the main ones other than like the animal print that's really worth mentioning right now. If I'm missing anything, leave that in the comments down below. But finally, and last but not least, is colors. You know, just a list of colors. I know some people add color in one of their top 10. I'm gonna give you a list. You choose what works for you, what doesn't, and we're gonna keep it going. Obviously, brown is the new black, okay? Nobody told you brown is the new black. I think I was wearing way more brown of my like brown coats than I was my black coats last like fall and winter, and that's what's happening again this winter. I'm thinking about I need to get a brown leather jacket also. I don't have that. I need that, okay? So get something brown. Just throw on your brown stuff. If you don't have anything brown, get something brown. You know, get you a nice like turtleneck. I got a turtleneck last year, not like a chunky one, just like a regular, like something like this, but like long sleeve. You know, something simple. You know, if you want to add these things in, make it simple, make it easy. You know, you can get it like a quick t-shirt. You know, nothing too extravagant, so if you don't really care about it, you won't feel like you've lost. You know, so brown, I think brown looks good on basically everybody. The next one I would say is lime green. They call it not so brat green, like that brat green from Charlie XCX. That green, all the greens. Some people are calling it grass green. All the greens, not really so much dark greens, but I like dark greens too. I wore like a dress with like these bright green colors on it the other day, and people were loving it. And my boyfriend said I should get like green nails. I might end up getting white one more time before fall is over, but I think I'm gonna hop down on the green. I don't have a lot of green stuff. That's why I'm like, should I really do that? But I'm like, why not? Or a nice Bordeaux. Okay, the next one is Bordeaux. Let's just get into it real quick. I feel like burgundy, Bordeaux, those reds are always in every fall. So like some of this stuff is like common sense, you know? But and the thing was, it was in the summertime, which is kind of crazy, but it's really that girl. She that girl. And I've been really, the next one I would also say is gray. I've been like really wanting to mix those two, and I feel like I'm gonna really try hard to mix both of those this fall. A lot of burgundy and gray combos. That's gonna be like, if you don't, y'all better, first of all, follow me on Instagram, okay? Link below. I'm gonna be wearing burgundy and gray together, okay? So I'm really excited about burgundy. I'm really excited about gray. I feel like I don't do gray as much, so I feel like it's time to like challenge myself to like really wear things that I just don't gravitate to as much. Another one is purple. like bright purple, like purple, like deep rich purple, you know, like purple, you know. I love that. I had these purple pants from Ann Taylor. I can't fit them no more. I love them pants to death. I'm gonna see if I can get some more purple. Like, they were like a nice trouser too. I'm gonna see if I can get some more purple pants. I love them pants to death. I have a picture of them, okay? Them pants is to die for. I'm gonna get some more purple. I bought this purple turtleneck from the thrift last year. Never wore it. Washed it. Never wore it. I'm gonna be whipping that out this winter too. Maybe with some gray. Maybe with some green, because I think they complementary colors. Mostly all jewel tones anyway. So the purple, you know, emerald, you know, blues, also navy. You gotta throw your navies in there. I'm gonna definitely be wearing my navy a lot more this winter. I started wearing more navy last winter, but I think I'm gonna wear more this winter. Maybe even like mixing some of these colors together, like maybe navy and burgundy, navy and gray, navy and the green. Oh my god, actually I do have an outfit with the navy and green. It's not the best picture, but you know, just something like, it's really jeans, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keep wearing your red. Every time I wear my red, especially these red boots that I get compliments. So I'm gonna keep wearing it. You should too. Then we got any and all earthy colors, because fall is that earthy color time. And also pumpkin. They're like, switch your bright orange tangerine to pumpkin. I'm like, who the hell is wearing pumpkin spice latte? I guess pumpkin spice latte look is back in. Okay, not the look, not that look, you know, not that one. But pumpkin spice, the look, the color is in. And I can just see it now, just going pumpkin picking with pumpkin spice on, drinking a pumpkin spice latte. What more could you ask for fall? What more could you ask for? And that is all of my top 10 trends. I don't know. I was trying to keep count. I don't know if it was 10. It might have been more. It might have been less. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's about 10. Okay, the top 10 trends for 2025 fall and winter. Let me know if I missed anything. You know, I really tried to pick the top main heavy hitters. And comment down below which one is your favorite. Comment whatever you want to comment, okay? I love you guys. Happy fall. You know, I'm a fall baby. My birthday's in November. I'll be back around that time anyway to give y'all the winter specific winter trends anyway. So y'all gonna see me again at the latest Monday. I love you guys, and I'll see you